So in this video I'm just going to talk a little bit about my Telecaster. I think the number one question that I get underneath these YouTube videos is what guitar are you using, what year is it from, what kind of strings do you use, what kind of pickups, etc, etc. So I'm going to attempt to answer all of those questions in this video, and then I'm going to do a series of other videos dealing with my other guitars and amps and other bits and pieces as well. I'll put that all in one place on my website, and then you'll have access to all that information when you need it. There's some Keith Richards quote, I can't remember exactly, but he likens his Telecaster to a plumber with his favourite wrench or spanner, and I quite like that sort of utilitarian analogy. That's exactly what a Telecaster is. It's a very kind of basic, practical guitar that just does the job across a whole wide range of different styles of music. I think one of the things I like about the Telecaster is it doesn't come loaded with loads of associations and preconceptions about the type of music that you're going to play on this guitar. If you see someone get on stage with a Telecaster, they could be about to play just about any kind of music, I think. When I think of some of my favourite Telecaster players, I mean, it runs right from people like Steve Cropper playing soul, Mike Bloomfield doing blues stuff, and then through to I think a lot of the Smith stuff was recorded on a Telecaster. Who else? You know, it's also a kind of alternative guitar of choice for a lot of people. Graham Coxon, Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead. I guess you can even play jazz on it. I think Mike Stern is certainly used to play a Telecaster to play jazz. So can do just about everything, I think. So this particular Telecaster is basically all original. It's been knocked about quite a bit, which I don't really mind. As I say, it's just a kind of utilitarian thing for me. So it's got quite a lot of knocks and scratches. I think it's been refretted once, and the only bits that aren't original, I think I've had the bridge replaced for one of these Callahan bridges, which has got slight offsets, which is supposed to help the intonation on a three saddle Telecaster. Seems to have helped a little bit, although the intonation still seems a bit dodgy at times on this guitar. Other than that, I think it's pretty much all original. I think I've replaced the pickup selector knob a couple of times. otherwise, on most of my electric guitars, I just use Ernie Ball 10s. 10s seem to me to be the best compromise between playability and tone. Ernie Balls, just because I like the design of the packet. I don't think I could honestly tell the difference in sound between any brand of strings. I think if I ever asked to recommend a guitar to a beginner or to somebody getting into electric guitar and they're not exactly sure what guitar to get, I always say just get a Telecaster. It doesn't have to be an expensive Telecaster, it could just be a Squire Tele, and you can't really go wrong with something like that. It's just so well suited to such a wide range of different styles of music. So tonally speaking, as I said, Telecasters are very versatile guitars, and this one can certainly cover a lot of ground in that respect. When a lot of people think of Telecasters, they think of something very bright and twangy, perhaps even aggressive to the point of abrasiveness, if you think of some of that post-punk stuff done on Telecasters. And this guitar can certainly do all of those things, but what it's also got, I think, is it can really do warm sounds well. It's got a really nice mid-range. I think this Telecaster in particular has got a nice mid-range to it, and if you take a little bit of care about setting the amp and pedals so that they're not too bright, then you can get some really full sounds on this guitar. And it keeps getting better with age as well, so I'm sure it will continue to be one of my favourite guitars.